Hello everyone and welcome to today's episode. Today we'll be building Tic Tac Toe game using React.js. How our application will look like? It will be something like very easy array with squares, and we can check if someone wins the game. As you can see, the game is over. You can check whatever whenever the game with X or O is won by some of the players. Okay, so to start, we need to first of all create our React application by npx create React app and that after that. And you have to wait, for example, 1 minute till your application will be initialized, and that folder, as always, will appear over here. First of all, what you will have to do at the description section, you will see the link with the CSS file where you can download CSS, because we'll focus only right now on our app.js and we'll write everything inside of it. Okay, to make it start, we will just delete everything from our app. Also, we can delete some tests, but whatever, we will focus to create our application. So also we delete that logo and we are ready to go later on. Okay, so import React, that's what we need, and use state, that's the second thing that we need to create and to do, because we will be using states from React. Okay, and inside our application, first of all, we need to do some things. As you know, our tic-tac-toe got 9 fields, so we have to create some kind of array, and that array should have and consist exactly 9 elements. So we have to create initial board, and we will call array. The length will be 9, and we'll fill it with null, so it will allow us to initialize our initial board array. The next thing, we need to check the board state. So we'll have to set the board state. Where is the X's, where is the O's? So you have to check each of the move, each of the move the player when the player click wherever he would like to. So we need to track that, and to track that we need to copy and setting our board. So const board and set board. And okay, you will use to use state, and inside our use state, our initial value will be our initial board. And the last state we'll need to have is to have the player. Is it is X or O or 0, whatever you would like to. So is next or set is next. And with that, we will use state. And right now we will set the true, because later on we'll be able to easily change the state wherever it's like right now. Okay, the next thing is very complicated, but after we'll start creating everything I will tell you will help us to understand our board. Okay, so it will allow us to calculate winner, and it will get the squares that will pass here. Okay, first of all, we need to check which lines will win. As you can see, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and for example 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 3, 6, and the crosses wherever, we have to write down each of the possible winning options in our tic-tac-toe board. So right now we have to write down all of the options. So it will be some of them. We can have also that one. It's normal. Okay, the next one. We'll have to create some options. Okay. Also 2, 5, 8. And two crosses. That's the only thing that left. So 0, 4, and 8. And the last one 2, 4, and 6. And with that, we've created all the possible winning options for our application. And right now, we'll do some magics. So we'll use for loop to check if the player win the game. So we will create the initial value of 0. Also check if lines with length that I is smaller than lines dot length, because we would not like to have an endless loop for loop. That's why we create that and I++ to go through all of the possible lines. And first of all, we will create three values from our lines. So for line for 0, we'll have A, B, and C like 0, 1, and 2 values. And the only thing that we'll have to check if squares that we just provide from A and squares from A equals squares from B and squares of A equals squares from C. And everything's working. We have to just return squares from A. We can also return, for example, win, but we'll stay with that option. If that doesn't work, we will return null. I will later on show you why we should return all. But what that function will just give us receive. Each move, for example, we've got our board, and each move that we'll just send to that for loop, it will be like x null 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 null, and it will check whenever the options of possible win is available for that player. So right now, as you can see, we've got two options, and it will check that first one, I mean 0, 1, and 2, is possible that that player win, and it will be chosen as a winning option for player of X. That's kinda easy to understand and get, that we have to check all of them. The code may be a little complicated, but also it should be in that way to make everything very clear and understandable for all of us. Okay, the next thing that we'll have to do right there is to handle all of the ticks, because we'll create and render some squares that we will create inside our options. So each square will be a button. We'll create a function that will create that buttons. So first of all, we'll handle click on all of the options, and we'll pass I, so it will be which button, so each element of our array we clicked, and in that we'll just copy our board. So we'll not working on our board, but only on the copy. And if right now we'll check if calculate winner of board. So if we won that game, we'll check if the board that is currently available for our game is winning. So is one of that lines that we provide there, we will return, or wherever board copy is chosen, so that square is filled, it will be the same wherever the whole board will be filled and no one will win. Okay, and that's how we will return. Okay, but our board copy, we have to set the state of our board copy of I. So if there will be no that board, our board element will just enter on the empty field, we'll have to set the value of that field. So to do that, and also we have to set the player, which player is right now available inside our options. So first of all, we need to check which player is available inside our options. So word copy from I equals x is next, and we'll get, if it's true, x, and if it's false, we'll get the O or 0. Also, we will set our board to our board copy. So right now we are updating our board with the values that we provide, and we will switch to the next player and we'll negate the x is next. That's why we use the boolean value over here, I mean the true one. Okay, so the function that we have to provide also, we should provide reset to reset our values that will empty our board. So we will easily make it happen. We'll set board to initial board and also set x is next to true one, because we are using that one to check if it's x or if it's O. So for example 0, of course. Okay, and the next one, when you just got, we handle our clicks, we've got our resets, but we need also function to render our squares wherever it will provide the X or O options. So we'll provide the function render square, and we'll get the element of I, whatever we would like to have. We will return the button, and that button, sorry, we'll make it happen, class name equals square, and on click equals empty, and handle click of from I. That's what we write over here. Everything should be more easily and more readable right now. Board from I, that's the element that we will just render inside our button. So I mean if it's null, if it's X, or if it's 0 or O. Okay, and the last things, we need to check the status of our winning options. So it will be status, it will be empty variable because we don't need it right now, but we will check the winner each time and we will calculate winner from the board. And if status, we'll set status to winner. If it's the winner, we'll check winner, and we'll get the winner inside the temple string. Okay, winner, and we'll get winner. If it's not, there's no winner, we'll set next player. We also have to provide temple strings. Next player is x is next, and also provide if x or if it's O 0. Okay. And the last thing, the beauty of our React application will return function right now, write down our HTML code. So we will provide div with class name of game, wherever you would like to find. There's a lot, there's all of the classes that we'll be using right there. So div class name game, that will be main one. Next one will be class name game board. And the not last, but next will be in the div. That will be class name of status. And right there, we'll provide status and we'll check if the winner is available or it's not. Also, we will provide class name of board row, and right there we will render our square with values, and we can make it happen to create over here like that, and we'll create two more, 1 and 2, and we'll check the values for 3, 4, and 5, also 6, 7, and also 8. And the only thing that is missing there is our button that will allow us to reset our Tic Tac Toe game. So reset button, and on click we'll reset it, and we'll create the reset. Right now we cross our fingers that everything will work, and we should npm start and wait a few seconds till our application will start right now. Okay, we've got our app running. We should check if it's working, and X is winning. We should check if the next player is winning also. Everything's working as it should. So it will be all for today's episode. If you have any comments, questions, whatever you would like to, and ideas would like to build fast and easy in React, Python, Node.js, in JS generally, and Python, wherever you'd like to, write in comments, and we'll see what can we do. See you at the next episode. Bye.